Hi guys, in the previous video I showed you I bought a mini roller set from Poundland and I used the tray for the rubber band powered car. Now I'm going to see if I can make a rubber band powered car out of this. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. I ought to be able to get a couple of wheels on there as the axle and probably melt a hole through here for the other axle. Yeah, I have to think about that. And I've just looked at the foam roller and I've ripped it apart, and in the middle it's got this plastic tubing. It's also got some sort of a gripper inside that grips onto here but allows it to spin freely. And that's just about the same size as the inside of a CD. So I reckon I can put a couple of CDs on there, one either side, bit of hot glue to hold them in place, and then run a rubber band from there up to here somewhere so that we can wind it up. And at the front end here I'll melt a couple of holes through and put an axle on the front with a couple more CDs on it. Just turn the gas on to heat up my favourite tool, the nail on a stick, and I can see there's actually a seam along there and along there, so I can line up my holes. Well, I was putting it together, gluing a CD onto that plastic tube, and I was thinking, do I really need two wheels on the back axle? So I've only put one on there, and I've given it a try and it does work, but it has very little grip, so I've put a rubber tyre on it. So have a look in my video description, there'll be a link on how to put these rubber tyres on. It's only a strip cut from a rubber glove, or a balloon would do. But we can wind this up, wind it round itself so it holds itself in place. And away it goes. I'll try and chase it this time. It's got an interesting motion to it. Under power it goes pretty well straight, and as soon as the power drops off it shoots off to the right. It's to do with the back axle being a little bit movable, I think is the best way to put it, but I'll run after it. It's got a very fast acceleration because this is quite a thick axle tube, so that's putting a lot of leverage onto it. So it accelerates very fast. Oh, I didn't have a chance of chasing it that time. I'll have another go. Right, we'll try again, see if we can chase it going back. Yeah, it's a bit fast. That's down to the thickness of that axle tube. So, there we go. Job done. Better do a quick summary, I suppose. So, summary time. What have we got? we've got a paint roller handle. We stripped the foam off the roller and found this tube on the inside that's got some sort of bearing inside it, allowing it to spin. So I've just hot glued a CD straight onto there. Front end is my normal CDs with plastic bottle tops hot glued onto them. In fact, that one's just come loose. That was a good crash at the end there. Bit of hot glue will fix that. A couple of bits of drinking straw to space the wheels away from the bodywork. There was already a hole there for me to attach the rubber band, but I melted holes through that way, the right thickness for the axle for the barbecue skewer, bamboo skewer. And because we got so much acceleration, the wheel spins unless I put this rubber tyre on it, which is a strip cut from a rubber glove. Just to demonstrate the wheel spin, are we ready? So it needs the rubber tyre. Put the rubber tyre back on again. Makes all the difference.